Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, guys. Whoever is watching, good evening, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to the second live session of GitHub. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Please let me know if I'm audible and my video is proper. Please let me know in the chat. Come on, fast, guys. We need to start up with the session. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Very good evening, guys. Please let me know in the chat section whether my sound is audible and my video is proper. Please let me know, guys. Hello, guys. Hello. Good evening, Madhur. Please let me know if my video is proper and my audio is coming properly so that we can start with the session. Sound is good. Thanks. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, my sound is good. Thanks for letting me know. And what about the video quality? Is it fine? Let me also change it on my screen as well. Yeah, right. Okay, thank you so much for acknowledging. Thank you, Sauryadev. Okay, so let us do one thing. Let us just get started with our today's live session, first of all. So, can you guys let me know who was present in yesterday's session so that I got the idea like who were present in yesterday's session and I can start with the point where we left yesterday. Please let me know, guys, how many of you were present in yesterday's session so that I can start off from the point where I left yesterday. Right, visible, audible. Thanks, thanks. Okay, so first of all, let me give you the summary of what we did in yesterday's session. So in yesterday's session, what we did is we just created our GitHub repository with the help of VS Code and with the help of VS Code as well as and with the help of CMD and with the help of Git, and as well as we also tried to create one repository with the help of browser, and we also gets okay, Madhur, you were there yesterday, no issues. The people who are new to the session, let me know you guys that I am just summarizing the yesterday's session. That in yesterday's session we have just created GitHub repositories, and we are just like we just get familiar with the GitHub environment and what are repos and how to add file to the repos. I hope you guys are familiar with GitHub now, right? Are you guys familiar with the GitHub? Please let me know in the chat. And just after 2 minutes, so at 9:05, we will be getting started with the today's session, right? So first of all, let me just clear this thing. What is our today's agenda, right? So Shubham Singh is saying that he is not clear with the GitHub and Git. Okay, okay, no issues. I will explain that thing in short as well. So if you haven't attended the yesterday session, please after this session make sure that you are going to that session and you are watching that session, right? And you will be getting the idea of Git and GitHub in a very short and crispy manner, right? So our today's agenda is basically like how to collaborate on GitHub. Let's say you are in college, and you are in college or you might be the college graduate pass out student. So if you want to collaborate on GitHub with some another person or maybe your friend, okay, he or she, right? So how to collaborate for a particular project using GitHub. So in this video we are gonna see that particular thing. What is merge request, what is pull request, how to clone the repository and all that thing, right? Please let me know. Can we continue with the session? Can we start the session right now, guys? Please let me know. Someone is asking, sir, we do we need to open our laptop as well to do things simultaneously? See, it depends on you. If you want to try something new, then you can. But if you just want to listen and you can just look at the screen and you can try out the things later on. No issues. I think you can do one thing. You can just right now just look at the screen and try to understand how it works. And after that, you can try this thing with your friends. Right? Okay. Okay, sure. So we can, I think, we can start with our today's session. Okay. So first of all, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create one file in my desktop. So for that, I'm just opening my CMD and in my desktop folder, let's just travel to desktop folder with the help of this cd command. Cd is basically change directory command, and after cd I'm giving one space and writing desktop. So I am in my desktop folder right now. So how to create any folder inside desktop? So for that we have a very good command, that is mkdir, right? So this represents make directory. So I want my directory to be, let's say, first repo, I can say. Okay. So after just clicking on enter, my first repo has been created. The folder of first repo has been created. Let me show you guys in my folders as well if it is created or not. Okay, so we are in desktop and you can see that my first repo has been created over here. Okay. So I just wanted to traverse to that particular folder. So what I'm doing, I'm clicking CD and I'm clicking on tab. So to find out my first repo, okay, again clicking on enter. And yesterday only I told you guys how to open any repo or any folder in VS Code with the help of CMD. Okay, so for that, what you need to do, guys, you just need to do code space and one dot and click on enter, and your first repo will be get open in our VS Code, right? Here you can correct. So what index.html, I'm just trying to create some simple index.html and index.js file over here, right? Are you getting me, guys, till now? Are you getting me? Please let me know. Okay, chalo. Okay, after that, what I'm going to do, I'm just creating one simple HTML file with the help of this HTML template, and I'm just going to title it as first repo. Okay, or we can say it as the original repo. And yeah, after this, what I'm going to do is in body section, I just wanted to write something like original section. We can write, or I can write any simple thing. I think original section is fine. Okay, so I just wanted to push my this file, this index.html file into my one repository. And in which repository I am gonna push that? Okay, in the repository that we have created yesterday. Let me just show you guys on github.com. If I go, you can see this. Okay, I think I have deleted that. No issues, but we are gonna create new repositories so that the person who don't know how to create repositories will be able to create the new repository as well. Hello, Renika. Now I can find out some persons which I saw yesterday. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Sai. Okay, so see, after for this particular session, you are not gonna get any certificate. If you want to get, if you want to have any certificate, then just go in the description and there you can find one link of events that we are doing in at DevTown. Okay, so for this particular sessions, there are no any certificates. It is just a session for giving you guys some knowledge so that you can make a project using GitHub, and you can attach that particular GitHub link in on your resumes as well, and it will help you to get jobs. Okay, so first of all, I'm just creating here a repository by the name, let's say, my first repo. Okay, and I'm just clicking on create repository, right? And my repository is being created. So what I want right now is that I have just wanted to upload something in this particular repo. So I'm simply doing one thing. I'm just dragging my this particular folder first repo, which is having two files inside this, and I'm just simply dragging this folder into this browser, right? And right now my this first repo has two files, index.html and index.js, right? Okay, so after that, what we are doing, we just need to commit this thing. So I am just typing a simple message of added all files. I can see here first file because we are adding the files for the very first time. So first commit I can see in description, and I'm just committing my changes. And you can see that my repo has been filled with two files. Basically, it is having one folder first repo, and inside that we have two files, index.html and index.js. Right? Are you getting me, guys, till this point? Any doubt till this point? How we are doing this and how we are creating repo and how we are adding this to the our particular repositories? No issues. Okay, okay, got it. Okay. So after that, what we are gonna do today is, let's say person A is working on some project, and he wants person B to collaborate in that project. Okay, so let's say you are making a college project, and you want your friend to collaborate for your project. Okay, on using GitHub you are doing all this, right? So for that, what you can do is you just need to click on my first repo thing, and first of all you just need to go inside the settings. Okay, so what we are doing right now, if you want to add someone as a collaborator for this project, so I can go here in settings of that particular repo, and I can click on collaborators here on the left side sidebar, you can see, right? So clicking on collaborator thing, and it will ask for password. So I'm just entering my password over here. It's this and five, right? Yes, you can see after entering my password I'm getting this window. It's okay, what if okay, someone's asking, it's okay, what if to commit from VS Code? See, brother, yesterday only I taught you how to commit from VS Code. Okay, so no issues. We will see that thing once again today. No issues for that. Okay, first let's get started with this collaboration thing. How to add people. Okay, so in collaboration section, you can do one thing. You just need to type it here. Click on here, add people, and let's say if you want to add someone who already has GitHub profile, so you can just type on his name over here. Let's say I'm typing my another account's name over here. 15 Vikrant is there. Yes, and I am just clicking on invite collaborator, right? And I'm just clicking on this 15 Vikrant to the repository. Correct. So you can see here is one message that pending. My invite is been pending. Okay, so I can remove my invite from here itself. If so, now what I can do, let's say I am going to this account 15 Vikrant. That's my personal account. Okay, so if we go to my email, so there might be one email already. Okay, what's the issue here? I think the internet is not working good, but no issues. It is still okay. Okay, okay, okay. See, I have received one invitation from Vikrant 7875. Okay, so I can just click on this view invitation, and yes, inside view invitation you can see, like, if I want to accept the invitation I can just click on here. If I want to decline this I can decline this. Okay, so I'm just clicking on accept invitation. Okay, so I am a collaborator for this project, my first repo right now. Okay, so this 15 Vikrant account is a collaborator for this particular repository. So how to see this thing? From here you can see. If I refresh this page, and yes, you can see Vikrant Raut has been added as a collaborator over here. Correct. So how to proceed forward? Okay, so let's say I am this particular collaborator wants to access the repository and wanted to have some changes. So how will he do that thing? So first of all, he will do just one thing. He will just go to my first repo and click on code, right? Are you guys getting till here what we had done? How to add a collaborator? Anyone has any problem in this, or anyone is doing parallel with me? Please let me know in the chat if anyone is doing this process in the parallel. Okay, so what we can do for cloning this site, we just need to click on this code button, and inside this HTTPS, you are able to find the first ever link. Okay, thanks Sauradeep for letting me know. Sauradeep and Aman is doing this. Okay, thanks. Okay, so I am just copying this thing, this link I'm copying, right? And after that, what I'm doing, I am just going to my CMD, right? Oh yeah, right. So what I can do right over here, I can just I'm just traversing to my desktop first of all, because because I wanted to clone this folder inside my desktop. Okay, so that's a very simple thing. There is nothing else, right? So for cloning this thing, you just need to type one command, git clone is there, git clone, and after one space, you just need to paste repository link and click on enter. Okay. So after that, you are able to see that there is one message that cloning into my first repo, right? Are you getting it, guys? Okay. See, so right now my this particular desktop folder has clone this particular repository, right? So let's say if I like to traverse inside the tab, so you are able to see that I am getting my first repo inside this particular thing. Okay, let me see if it is coming on my desktop. Yeah, see, it is coming on my desktop. You can see my first repo is being cloned on my desktop, right? Okay. So what I can do, if I wanted to traverse inside my that particular file, I can click type cd one space, and after that, if I click on tab, I'm getting suggestions of different folders: ChatGPT, Dev, First Repo. I want this my first repo folder. I'm clicking enter, and I simply wanted to open this folder inside my VS Code. Are you guys getting this? Okay, so what I can do for that, I can click simply on code and one dot, and I'm clicking on enter. See, simple. And my first repo is being open in my VS Code, and I can find out the same files: index.html, that is original section, and my repo. That's the complete thing how to open our clone repository in VS Code. Okay, so after this, what we are gonna do is, let's say I wanted to I wanted to change this particular code, right? But I want to have this code in one separate repository by some separate name. Correct. So what I can do, I am just simply closing this thing first of all. And how to create branch with the help of our CMD or Git or terminal. The commands are same for all these three platforms, so no issues. You can type this thing anywhere you want, right? Someone is saying hello, hello, madam. Okay, so inside this first repo, what I need to do here is I just need to copy this command. This is git checkout. After that, we just need to type out -b, and we just need to enter the name of our branch, whatever branch we want to rename it. So let's say I am just renaming it as, let's say, copy branch. Okay, so it is just a copy branch, right? I'm just clicking on enter, and you can see I have just switched to a new branch named copy branch, right? Okay, so how to go inside this copy branch? Okay, so what we can do is we just write simple command code dot, and yes, right now you are able to see that my VS Code has been opened, and yes, we are getting something, my first repo, and inside my first repo I'm getting my index.html file and index.js file as well. Okay, so the next thing is I wanted to do some changes over here. Let's say I'm adding some new files over here in my first repo. Okay, so I'm adding, let's say, about section. Okay, so I'm completely changing this particular site. Let's say I'm adding about section, about.html, right? And in this particular file I'm taking this html template and changing my title to about. And I can do one thing. First of all, in index.html, let's make one navbar section. Okay, navbar section is what, see, just create one div, and inside this div you can do one thing. You can have a more than one anchor tag. Let's say we want four anchor tag. Okay, so we'll be just naming this same as home, and let's say about. After that, the third one that we have is, let's say, contact us, and the last one is what, let's say, login. So it is a basic structure of any website that you guys are familiar with, right? So first of all, let us see this site how it is looking. First of all, on my browser as well. Okay, so it is looking like this: home, about, contact us, login. So let us do one thing. Let us just style it somehow so that it looks better. So how to style this particular thing? Inside this outer container, I can give some ID, maybe container, and inside this title, inside head, I can pass out one tag that is in the style section. Are you guys getting this? What I'm doing in HTML? Please let me know if you are not getting this. I can like teach you like what I'm doing. The basics. These are very basics. It will take just another 2 or 3 minutes. Please let me know, guys. Are you getting this HTML thing or what I'm doing with this? Okay, yeah, it's a serious part. Well and good. So for the students who don't know what I'm doing, like how what is this ID and what are these tags? So for those students, just one thing, you just have to go to our DevTown channel and you can find out there is one playlist of this web development going on, web development for everyone. So I and my team have covered HTML, CSS, and JavaScript on basics. So we are uploading daily videos on this particular playlist. So you can do one thing: just go on to this particular playlist and just bookmark this. Okay. So whenever you are opening your browser, it will remind you that you have playlist and you need to watch this particular playlist. Right? So that, yeah. So someone is saying it's a too simple. Yeah, it's too simple thing. Yes. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just styling my container over here. So I just need to write hashtag for styling this thing. And yeah, I can just simply write display as flex, and I can write like say flex direction. Okay, so it's row only default, and I can just write justify content and space between. Okay, so we are not gonna do anything apart from this. I'm just gonna put this link of my about.html for this. Okay, so I'm simply saving this, and in browser, if I show you where it is open, by the way. Okay, so you can see that my navbar is looking like this. So that's the very simple styling. I haven't add any proper styling to this. So yeah. So our today's agenda is not this: how to learn HTML and CSS. We are working on GitHub. So guys, I have make so many changes in this particular file in index.html. Okay. So what I can do right now, I'm just saving this content and coming back to my CMD where I have left, and the process, guys, how to commit something you have started. So first of all, what I'm doing is git initialize. Git init is the command to initialize. See what it is saying, that it is reinitializing my existing git repository, because whenever we clone something, so it defaultly comes with some .git file, right? So that's why it is saying that reinitializing existing git repository. Correct. So after that, what we can do over here is we can just type git add. First of all, let us check the status that you guys will be able to know how these things are working. Okay, yes, I'm just clicking on enter, and you are able to see that which file is modify and which are untracked files. First of all, okay, first repo index.html file has been modified, and which new file has been added? Untracked file. So untracked files basically means if we are cloning any particular repository, if any file is not present inside that, and if you are trying to add new file, and if you check, and after that, if you just check the git status, then it will show you that these are some untracked files which are not already present in your clone repository, right? Are you guys getting me till now? Let me know, guys, please, in the chat section, so that we can have an interactive session. Please let me know. Okay, so after that, after checking status, I just need to do one thing. I just need to add this file. So for that, we have this command git space add and space dot. Okay, clicking on enter, and after that, if I check the status, you are able to see that it is on branch copy branch. So basically, my whole code is now present on my copy branch, right? And how to commit this code? By typing this command git commit. Sir, please change the theme in CMD. I hope. Why are you asking that? Because this theme is the best. If you are not getting, just let me know. I am just zooming in. Okay, are you guys able to see it right now? Please let me know, Tamil Selvan. Okay, so what I am doing for committing this thing, I'm just writing git commit minus m, and in double quotes, I can write this thing as like new branch added, and new files are added. So this commit should be proper. Like whatever you are doing, just mention that particular thing only, right? So that the developer who has access to repositories should also know what you have changed. I'm clicking on enter, and you can see that all my code is committed right now. Okay, so after this, the next process is to push our code to our repository or to Git. How to push our code? So for that, we have one simple command: git push origin and what on branch. After that, after origin, we need to type this branch name. So our branch is what? Copy branch, right? So this is my copy branch, and I'm just clicking on enter, and let's see if it is going or not. Okay, it is taking too much time. Okay. Okay, so we can see that here my code has been pushed to my particular repository, and let us see whether it has been pushed or not. So this is my first repo. If I'm clicking on first repo, or let's just refresh this thing. Okay, after refreshing it, I guess my network is slow, guys. Please bear with me for that. And yes, you can see you can see that my code has been pushed here. How? See, here I have got one copy branch, right? And in this particular branch, you can see what code is there. In my first repo, if I go, what you can see, here is one about the HTML file that I have added, new branch added, and new files are added. So you can see that this file has been added with the help with this commit message that my new branch is added and all my new files are added, right? Okay, so that's the thing. In this way, you can just add files to the branches with the help of VS Code, CMD, or Git, all things. So that's the same procedure is same for all those platforms. Okay. So after this, what else we can do is, let's say if I wanted to merge this particular file into our which code, this commit main. So let's say I'm going one step back, and what I can do, oh, oh so help people interested. Someone is asking why it is showing that the branch is not protected. See, Saurdeep, our repository is public and it is not private, so that's the reason only it is showing that my branch is not protected, right? If it is private, then it will not show the message, this particular message. So don't worry about that. Okay, right. So next thing is, if I go to my particular repository, like this particular repository, but from my another account, so you can do one thing. See, from my account, you can just compare and pull request. So what does this pull request means? So pull request is basically a request to the repository owner that hey guy, please see whether my code is working fine or not with your code. You can check my branch with your branch by comparing it. You can see what are the changes that I have done. If they are all right, then you can just merge my branch with your branch, right? Okay, so that's the very simple meaning of this compare and pull request. So I am just doing this compare and pull request, right? And how to create pull request, correct? So by doing this, I have added one this commit messages there, and I can leave the comment also that hey man, something like this you can add. I'm just adding one simple message. Please have a look at changes that I have made. Okay, so this is a very simple message that I'm typing over here, and I'm just creating one pull request. Okay, so after creating this pull request, what happens? Let us see first of all. Okay, so my pull request has been added. So it is simply checking that this branch has no conflict with the branch. We can merging can be performed automatically. Okay, so merging can be performed here automatically because I'm a collaborator here, right? So how to check the changes first of all, right? So see here, you can see in commit section there is one commit, right? After creating the pull request in commit section, you can see here is the commit. So what is the new commit? That new branch has been added and new files are added. It's very simple. After that, here are the checks. So checks are 0 first of all. Okay, here are no checks, right? After that, here we have one known as file change. Are you guys getting this? Here are the section which is having file change. So you can see that here in about.html we have added this new file, right? And after that, here in first repo index.html, what we have changed? We have changed this style and this body section. Okay, so it is just showing that my original section has been changed, something like that, right? So from here we can just review our changes, whatever changes that we have made here. Okay, so we can just click on here, review changes, and we can add the comment over here if you want to add some comment or something like that. Okay, or if you want to ask him that hey man, what you have done in this particular line, let's say for this line I can add comment over here like hey man, what is this? Let us suppose that this man doesn't know what is this div tag in HTML. Okay, so for that I'm writing hey man, what is div, right? And I can add this as a single comment or start a review as well. So I'm simply doing one thing, I'm just alt a review, clicking on start a review. Okay, so this is pending, of course, right? And I can do one thing, I can finish my review, submit my review. Yes, Yeah, recording. So let my review. Are you getting this point? Like how we can collaborate with this, right? Okay, so after this, see, either I can like reply to this comment, or what I can do, I can see the changes whatever we have done in this particular thing, and after that we can just merge this pull request. So let's say if I'm clicking on merge pull request, I am just commenting merging, and right now my branch is successfully merged. Are you guys getting this? That my branch is successfully merged. Okay, so after that, here it is showing that my branch is successfully merged. So I can just delete this branch, your branch. So my branch is merged. That means what? It simply means that right now my this main branch, right? This main branch has the code which copy branch has had earlier, right? See, right now I am in my main file, main branch first of all. So you can see about.html is added over here. Are you guys getting this? Someone has some doubt. So I have a doubt that if I want to contribute, do I need to create a branch each time? See, no, you don't need to create a new branch every time. But see, if you are a contributor, then the person who has the repository rights, then he has the right whether to merge the request or not. In if you are doing a project in collaboration, then you can do one. Then you can do these simple things. You just need to create a pull request, and you can also accept it, right? Why are we creating branch? First of all, yesterday only I teach you that branches are created so that the code base in our main branch is not getting affected. Okay, so to prevent that thing only, we are using new branches. And after our work is done, so new branch is what? Basically it is the copy of our main branch only. So whatever code base is present in our main file, so we are cloning the same thing from the main, na, right? Okay, so that's the very simple thing, guys. Okay, so yeah, so right now what I have seen that in my main branch, you can see there are some files about.html, index.html, and index.js. So that is what I wanted to show you guys how to merge and how to do projects with the help of this collaborator tool in GitHub. I hope you guys have got the idea. And after merging all the files, I can do one thing. I can just click on resolve conversation. So my conversation is being resolved, and I can delete the branch because my work is done right now. Okay, so I can restore the branch from here. You can see in conversation part in pull request. So GitHub provides us all these things that we can uncommit our things, we can restore our branch as well, we can revert the things. Okay, but as of now, you should know this thing that how to collaborate on different projects with your friends and colleagues in college, right? Are you guys getting this thing? Please let me know. Are you guys are fine up till now? I wanted to show you something. Uh, okay, totally fine. Thanks. And yes, I wanted to show you something, another thing. Let's say, first of all, I'm just going to my first. Okay, instead of this, we can do one thing. We can create one new file. Let's say in repositories, I am creating some new file, some new repository, and in that I'm adding someone like, let's say, demo code. By the name demo code, I'm creating one new repository over here. Okay, and I'm just closing my CMDs which are open up till now, just closing it simply. Okay, so right now my empty repository has been created by the name demo code. So what I want to push my code inside this demo code with the help of my CMD, right? So what I can do, see, first of all, let's say if I wanted to push some another file, let us see what we have in Okay, so what I think we can add this first repo. I'm just deleting this .git file. Okay, so that I can push this first repo. Yes. Okay, so I want to push this my first repo folder inside my this repo, which is demo code with the help of CMD, right? Okay, so I just wanted to let you know, guys, what are the different types of command which we are using while doing this thing. Okay, so first of all, see, I need to traverse to my desktop and to that particular folder. Okay, so with the help of tab, I am traversing and my first repo. Okay, so right now I am inside my first repo file. Okay, and see how to do the things. So I just want first of all to get in it because my first repo folder has different files. So I'm just doing one thing: git init. I'm clicking on enter. So this initialize a empty git repository. Okay, so what does this mean? See, in my desktop, if I'm going to my first repo, you can see here is one .git file which is hidden basically. Okay, so this file has all the things which this particular files have. Okay, so don't need to worry about what does this .git file do and all this thing. Okay, so after that, what we are doing always is we are just adding our files, git space add space dot, and just clicking on enter, and our files are added to that .git folder, right? And if we check the status of our file now, let's say git status, we are able to see that they are on branch master, right? Okay, so after that, if we are committing, let's say git commit minus m and one message that added files, simple message I'm typing over here, you can see that all my files are committed right now. Okay, so if I check my git status right now, it will show that there is nothing to commit because all the things are committed right now and they are on my branch master. Okay, so the next thing that I wanted to do over here is I just wanted to push this code to my this repository, which is demo code. Okay, so if you go below this, go down on some this, so you can see that you can see over here that create a new repository on command line. Okay, and after that you can see how to push an existing repository from command line. Okay, so here is one command that is git remote add origin. So I am just copy down this line. Okay, I am going to my CMD, and someone is asking if there is a conflict, how do we fix, sir? See, brother, there is one website called Stack Overflow. If you have any conflict while merging the things, you can just go on there, or GitHub also has some help community over there. You can go there if you have any type of conflict while doing merging, or because there is some there used to happen some error while we are merging two files together. Okay, Daniel is saying hello. Hello, Daniel, after a long time. Okay, so first of all, I just wanted to show you guys what does this command means. Git remote add origin and GitHub. Okay, so what does this git remote is doing? So it is simply saying that please add my all files to remote. Remote is basically just it is just representing my Git repository. Okay, and add is simple as the word mean. Add means add to this particular repo. And what does this origin means? Origin afterwards refers to this particular link. Okay, so if I'm clicking enter over here, okay, that is not working. I'm just clicking enter, and right now if I do git remote, you can say that my git remote is on origin. Okay, so what does this origin represents? So origin represents my this particular this link. Okay, so this link basically represents this particular repository, right? Are you guys getting till this point? Like, what is this origin? First of all, okay, so this origin is basically this link. Okay, and how to find out on which link we are working? How to find out? For that we have one command that is git remote and minus or dash we can say v, and you can see my origin refers to this particular size, a particular link. Okay, so that's a very interesting thing. Okay, so this origin refers to this thing, and after that if you want to change our name of this particular link from origin to, let's say, something else, so what we can do one thing, we can just type out git remote, and let's say remove origin we can say. I'm clicking on enter, and right now if I say git remote, you can see by clicking on git remote I am not getting anything because my origin has been removed first of all, right? And I can push my this code onto another repository with the help of same command, which is git remote add origin and the link. Okay, so I'm just doing this thing now. Right now it's a, if I wanted to change the name of that particular origin to something else, so let's say I'm doing this thing, and instead of origin I can pass something like this DevTown, let's say. Okay, I'm clicking on enter, and right now if I do this git remote, you can see right now I am on my origin thing. Okay, and how to check whether my DevTown name is associated with this particular link? Simple command, git remote dash v. We are getting DevTown belongs to this particular link. Okay, and how to push this code? How to push this code? Okay, so let's say if I wanted to push my code to this branch, so I will add this command git branch and minus m, and you can see this master. I just wanted to push my code to master branch, clicking on enter, and the last but not the least command is git push minus u devtown and master. You guys don't need to change the name of origin, just keep it origin because it's a very legit name and it is being used over the industry. Okay, and yeah, I'm right now I'm clicking on enter, and yes, see, right now my all code has been pushed to this master branch. Now if I go to my browser and I refresh this thing, you can see like my first repo is been published, okay, with this zip file, and it is on master branch as you can see here. Okay, so are you guys getting this thing? I just wanted to show you these things only so that you can collaborate with your friends in your college on various projects, on whatever technology you are working on, or on whatever technology you are familiar with. It depends on you. Okay, so that's the whole thing that I wanted to cover today. Okay, are you guys having any doubt on GitHub right now? The basics of GitHub that I wanted to cover, I am done with this thing. So if you guys are having anything, any doubt, please let me know in the chat. Okay, please let me know in the chat if you are having any kind of doubts regarding this GitHub, or if you haven't understand anything, any part, I can explain it to you right now. And yes, we can end the session after this question session. Someone is asking that I have never understood the git stash. Okay, can you share the slideshow? Might be this slideshow is having nothing. It is just having the introduction of what we are gonna do today. See, there are only two slides for this. If you want to know about GitHub in more detail, you can just do one thing. No, you can just go to GitHub platform, GitHub, and you can simply read on to his documents and all that thing. Go to GitHub Docs. Uh, yeah, see, here is the GitHub documentation for you. You can read all whatever you wanted to know about GitHub. Okay, so here is all things you can like learn in details as well. Can we edit the commit message? Yes, we can edit the commit message, but while commenting only. We can undo commits. And someone is asking the git stash. Okay, so what is this git stash? So git stash is basically used whenever we are trying to merge one branch with another branch. So for that process we are using git stashing method. Okay, see guys, if you can we someone is asking, can we edit our commit message? If possible, how? No, man. I don't think so. We can edit our commit message. If it is possible, I will let you know, guys, in upcoming sessions. Definitely. See, in upcoming sessions, first of all, let me just declare one thing that in upcoming sessions, we are gonna cover computer networks from the very basics, and yeah, we will try to see different kinds of protocol and how this internet works. What is IP? So there are lots of interesting things coming in the upcoming sessions. Some okay, Renuka has one doubt. Sir, please clear one doubt. While I was creating GitHub account profile, one comment I got name frequently name alternate user. Okay, no, actually, it is not asking for alternate user whenever you are creating GitHub account. It will just ask for alternate email. So in case your email is not working or in case it has some problem, so you can just have an alternate email to log in to your GitHub account. So that's the only reason. There is nothing else. I have my CN in my current semester. Arey, that is good things already. We are gonna cover computer networks at college level also and on professional level also, so that you guys get to know what are different kinds of protocol, how this internet works. So that's the very basic questions for a computer guy, how the internet works. And after that, this web technology and all these terms come, right? Okay, so I hope I have covered GitHub in a way that right now you are able to collaborate with your friends in your college groups, and whenever you're like wherever you are working right now. So yeah, that's the basic motto of our sessions, to just let you guys make knowledgeable. And someone is asking, is it GitHub account only? No, it should not be the GitHub account. It can be the any email. Yeah, you can just pass out your personal email as well, your friend's email, whatever you wanted to have as an alternate email. You can pass out any name over there, any email over there. Someone is asking, Daniel, are we going to cover languages in future? Yes, definitely. We are definitely in future we will be covering the languages as well, the DSs as well. Okay, so there is a lot of things to cover. Definitely, we are working on that. Okay, so I think I have done for this session. And yes, guys, I will see you in the next session with the computer networks introduction. And that sessions are going to be very interesting and very knowledgeable. Please joining for those sessions. And if you haven't checked our web development playlist till it, just go on to our DevTown YouTube channel and you can find out the playlist over there. Here is the web development for everyone playlist. And yes, it is created in a very unique way. You guys, if you are new to the web development field, you must watch this playlist. I will recommend this to you guys. Okay, when was the HTML and CSS classes? No, actually, these are not live classes. These are the playlists and videos that we have put up on our DevTown channel in this particular playlist, web development for everyone. We haven't yet covered HTML, CSS, JavaScript live classes. We will do that for sure in the coming future. So yes. I think I have done for the today's session, guys. If you have any doubt, you can reach out to DevTown and to me as well. No issues. Thank you so much, guys, for joining this session. I will see you in the upcoming session of computer networks. I hope to see you all guys there. And with that, I am just ending this session. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. I will see you in next session. Until then, have a wonderful life and bye bye.